my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. Stay calm! Wait.
Hello, everyone. Hi. So today was the PlayStation 5 sort of release date reveal event live stream thingy. I was at work, so we couldn't do a live reaction of it. But I watched it at work, and Alex watched it here. And we sort of like made a list of really the 3 games that really excited us. But it was really cool stuff, and even the games that like we're not gonna to react or talk about still looked kind of cool. So yeah, I mean, let's just watch some of the trailers and then talk about it. Yeah. Starting off with Final Fantasy 16. So yeah, there was a rumor a couple days ago that this was going to be shown at the event. So I was kind of expecting it, but it's still cool that it got revealed anyway. Yeah.
You all know the target. Shiva's
I've
dominant.
never really played the Final Fantasy games, so like when I first watched the trailer for us, I was really confused as to what it was.
Yeah.
And then I saw like what it, like who did you say they were? The Chocobos?
The Chocobos.
Chocobos?
Yeah.
And like at first I was like, wait a minute, I know that that's from, and then like it like didn't show much more
Yeah.
that was like well known. I feel like, so I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What
is this? And I went back and forth several times, and then they showed this bitch. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so
Okay,
this is
queen.
Final Fantasy. Okay.
Yeah, no, they showed, not Joshua, but the other, like, black-haired dude. The dude who kind of looks like Noctis. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's Final Fantasy. And then it's just sort of like the aesthetic is kind of, or the people, character design, that's the word I was looking for, is kind of like Final Fantasy 15-esque, so, yeah.
I am Joshua's shield.
I thought maybe it was like Dragon Age, another Dragon Age at first, just
Yeah.
because like of the medieval design and the magic and everything.
Yeah.
These areas looks like it looks like it's from The Witcher almost.
Yeah, and it is kind of cool that they're going back to like more fantasy-esque eras and realms. I do kind of wish they like hope that they keep the same like Final Fantasy staples in there, I guess. So like party members and all that stuff. Just because I don't. You mentioned that it kind of looked like Dark Soulsian, and I kind of don't want it to become or feel too Dark Souls esque. But I guess that like that'll come with if I figure out more about the game and the HUD and all that stuff.
I wish I was into Final Fantasy, but like I guess a part of me feels like I need to go back and play like the retro games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really want to.
No, you don't at all. The stories are not connected whatsoever, except for like, you know, Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, 10, 10-2, all of that stuff.
So none of them were connected, but like there's
Yeah.
5 of them right off the bat. That are just
Well, no, it's like you can pick and choose. It's like you can play Final Fantasy 13 and then that series, and then if you want to play Final Fantasy 10, go back and play Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2. Like, I was just saying.
What's 10 and 10-2? Like the original and the remake?
No. So 10, there's Final Fantasy 10, and then there's a sequel to Final Fantasy 10, which is Final Fantasy 10-2.
And y'all motherfuckers want to say Kingdom Hearts is confusing. Like, I know Kingdom Hearts is confusing, but like, what?
That's like, it's easy! You know, there's one game, which is Final Fantasy 10, and the sequel to that game, Final Fantasy 10-2.
Yeah, that makes sense. But like, is that like, are there like is that like how all the games are structured?
Most of them, yeah. So like, if there was a sequel to Final Fantasy 15, there would be it would probably be named Final Fantasy 15-2 or 15.2.
I guess my brain would just like it better if it was called like Final Fantasy and then like a title, not
Yeah.
like Final Fantasy 1
Yeah.
or 15.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. So chronological order, 1 through 15, I gotta play 15 different games. That's where my mind goes.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Yeah. Daddy.
It's the last
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, he went from
He
twink
went-
to daddy.
He went from never home by 10 o'clock, sir, to I get her home whenever I want. It's like,
Yeah. So anyway, like before we got on that tangent, we also talked about like maybe like the dude says that he's gonna kill Joshua no matter what, and they're talking about how Joshua's like the Phoenix or whatever.
yeah.
So like I'm wondering if like that dude with the black hair maybe is like the persona, or like not persona, but I guess embodiment of Ifrit, because we saw Ifrit fighting the Phoenix. So like, I don't know. Ifrit being like the god of
Giant
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting, and they always have like a different take on the lore with Final Fantasy. But then after that was another thing that had me trying not to scream in the middle of my shift at work. Hello? But yeah, like it was Spider-Man Miles Morales, which literally had me like in the middle of my shift trying not to scream while I was grabbing picks and shit. So
Looks so
good.
You want to rewatch it?
Yes, me too. Love the Marvel Cinematic Universe inspired PlayStation thing. I bow to you.
Take my money. Take all of it.
All of it.
It's too cold to change out.
Baby boy.
Dang, I'm late for Mom's rally.
Let's see if Sebastian will do it.
Look at my son. And I love that suit.
Subway card, check. You got the
I
house
can't wait
key?
to see all the
Yeah,
suits that
I
he
got it.
gets.
I know! And I want a Spider-Verse one!
Like with glitches and everything.
Yeah!
Oh my God.
Or like, if not
Come on,
glitches, like
we're gonna be late.
the animated eyes, because the way that because no, you never played the DLC, so you never got the Into the Spider-Verse.
Hey!
If you
Dude,
wear
I'm
it
so filling your suit
in
with
game
snow.
with cinematic
Are you still
cutscenes, it
wearing
changed,
your
like his
suit?
eyes change
No,
the way
just
it
in
does
case.
in the movies. It's really cool.
It's gonna be fine.
I didn't even know they put Into the Spider-Verse suit into the game.
Yeah.
I really need to
See,
Yeah.
this is my favorite
Yeah.
part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair, best food in the city, awesome music. Man, this would be great for the last beat I was working on. I should get back into mixing.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I like that, like they're adding that different take to Miles that he's into.
What do you
like,
think about
mixing
Rio
and stuff in
Morales?
this
You
game.
gonna vote for her?
Because like every version did that. Miles
It's
is
hard
just
to
kind of
think
like a
of Mom
smart
as a
kid in the comics, and
politician.
then in the
She's been a teacher
Into
my
the
whole
Spider-Verse,
life.
she's into
Similar
graffiti,
skill
and
sets,
in
right?
this game, it's
Rallying
like
people, educating
just all the
them,
different takes of
making sure
Miles.
they don't
It's
throw
cool,
things
and
at
I'm
each
glad they're
other.
doing it. I'm glad my baby's getting different versions because he deserves. Rocks on, fuck you.
Hi, I'm Brian Horton, creative director at Insomniac Games.
Hello, Watchman.
We're excited to show you this first look at gameplay from Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game, and we find Miles'
where's
new home,
Peter?
Harlem, is in danger. Trouble brews while Miles' mom, Rio
like,
Morales,
I
leads
didn't
an
want to
election
ask
rally.
because worried
A
something
war
like
between the
happened
devious
to him in a
energy
DLC that I
corporation
wasn't aware
Roxxon
of, that you're,
Oh,
like,
no.
and the
being
underground,
barred for me,
a
like, you
high-tech
died
criminal
somehow,
army.
and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad I avoided
In this
that
game,
somehow for the
it's
past year.
fine.
captured on PlayStation
No,
5
no, it's
hardware.
just
The underground attacks
maybe it's
Roxxon,
just that like
sending the
Peter
rally
has
into
Greater
chaos in a
Manhattan
fight that
covered, and
spills
Miles
onto the
decides
Breakaway
to
Bridge, where
watch
the
after
underground
Harlem.
tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, New Form. Let's take a look.
I do like the new bad guys.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Let's
you can
not
see like
shoot
how
each
they
other, all right?
are iterated from what was in Spider-Man 2018, but they're their own. Bitch.
At first I thought, okay, so she's
Ignore everything else.
an Inhuman. She has like Inhuman powers, and she's just a Technomancer.
Yeah.
But then they started using like similar abilities. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on in this day?
on?
It's always about an energy source.
Get rid of him.
It's where like,
Then
I
grab
feel
as
like
much
most
as you can
superheroes
carry.
in our current generation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Oh no, so, okay. I missed this part.
Yeah.
His bioelectricity.
Which does something, which I feel like. I'm wondering if they're gonna like be coming after Peter specifically a little bit more,
Yeah.
because like maybe she finds like, okay, this
Keep him busy.
just created like a super powerful weapon. for
Yeah.
us, and I can use this to a different advantage, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we need Spider-Man.
That bridge is coming down.
The way they make his
have to
powers
stop
look
this.
too, it's so good!
Like
Ah!
the combat is amazing. the flow between combat into like takedowns.
Yeah.
Because the takedowns look cinematic, and like Spider-Man was really good at that, but they just took that and dialed it up to an 11.
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna give you a whole movie in these 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Look at that sword.
People are trapped over there. You have to push past these guys.
That's so cool that he can just do that. Ugh. Yes. Like, I would have never thought, like, okay, this is how we're gonna implement his powers into a video game form. You know? Give me it now. I want it now. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, like, console wars are dumb and blah, 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 but, like, Sony won.
We'll talk about it at the end, because like, just the
Yeah.
fact of what PS5 is offering.
At launch, bro.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Get it! Sweet!
Don't worry, I got you.
Thank you.
Man, those people, they're trapped.
Here, Miles, get up there.
I've got an idea.
And it looks like you're controlling his swinging when you're doing
So yeah, this is just like a cinematic
it.
thing.
Yeah.
I can stop this.
Oh my god, I love Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah. I'm sure that's what everyone was thinking, but that's exactly
Yeah.
what I thought when I first saw it. It's like, you see,
Gotta be faster.
you're that person that drives on the highway and slows down because there's an accident going on the side. You literally are just like, all right, life in that situation.
Oh, this one! Oh my god! Is that a new suit?
Did you get shorter?
I feel like you got thinner.
I thought I knew any better. I'd say you're like 15. Yeah. Like,
Not just holiday 2020, November 12th, 2020.
on release day.
On release day.
On release day.
Gimme. Just gimme.
So many others too. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yes.
On release day, there PS Plus.
Yep.
If you get the PS5 on release day, you get what, like almost 20?
Yeah, you get like God of War, you get Batman Arkham,
Last of
Uncharted
Us
4, Last of
Remastered.
Us Remastered, like all of these, like they said, generation defining games.
Yeah.
At launch day.
For free.
And like I know that's kind of equivalent to Xbox's Game Pass or whatever, but I think it's a really cool thing to add on to that. It's dope.
I mean-
Sony's took my money.
You have to pay for the Game Pass, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And, like,
well, I mean this.
It's with the PS Plus, which you
yeah,
have to pay for.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I guess it evens out.
I think it's a nice response to
Yeah.
Xbox being like, all right, we're gonna let you finance
Yeah.
our games.
Yeah.
But, like, and the pricing.
Yeah, like I mean it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. The only way that I thought like they could really one up Xbox is if they were like, all right, yeah, the PS5 is $450 and the digital version's $350. But I think that would be too much of a undercut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly okay with paying $500 for a standard edition, and
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do the digital anyways, just because if they have like the same everything except just one can handle
Yeah.
taking discs, one can't.
Yeah.
Then like I'd probably get digital just because.
Yeah.
Aside from having the box art, which like if I really want the box art,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just I'll buy it somehow and also buy the game.
Yeah. I mean I'm gonna get a standard disc full edition. Just because like one, I'm old school, and two, like what happened with Ghost of Tsushima this weekend, so long story short, I bought it, got my discount on it as an employee, and then also had a $15 certificate, so I knocked it down to like $38. So it was like, okay, I can't really do that with a digital version of the game, so like I guess I'll save it for like those moments. And then also just like, again, like I said, I'm old school. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm fully willing to pay $500 for a PS5. I was expecting to anyway. So,
well, all right.
Let's get to the last one. A game
we've been waiting for this for so long.
Since October 2018, when it was leaked.
And before we get into it, yes, our love for this is tainted because of
Fuck she who must not be named.
the person that didn't actually write this series. So
Lady
just so
Gaga
everyone
wrote the
knows who's trans people. This entire series now belongs to the trans people. So congratulations, trans community.
Yeah!
We now have a great game that came out.
Harry Potter is yours. I'm so proud of you for making this game.
I'm so excited. This looks really good. Good
Yeah.
job, guys.
Yep. Finally.
Like the thing that I'm
Magic.
As soon as I saw Owl Man, I was like, no, fuck no.
And I like that it's a specific art style. Like it's photorealistic, but still has like something artistic to it, you know?
I want to say magical about it, but like I just feel like that's too like
cliche
on the nose.
But like, fuck it, it's magical.
Shape the future of the wizarding world. Every corridor.
The thing that I like most about this potential is this trailer implies heavily that you are going to have a lot of choices to make, which makes me feel like I get to create a wizard. That is how I would want to play him. And it has nothing to do with good, bad, evil. It's just like play it and then
whatever choices you make.
Kind of thing. And the fact that you even though Hogwarts is huge, the fact that you get to explore more than just Hogwarts, you get to explore Hogsmeade and it looks like different forests and caves.
I'm really interested to see how big this game is, because like it looked far along in development, I guess. 2 years ago when it was leaked. Like, so if it looked that good 2 years ago, like what does this game have, bro? And it's still another year that they have to go until the game's done.
And that's another thing that I love is that I still have no idea how this game is gonna play. I just know that I get to cast spells and make potions. That's what I'm excited about. I am excited about that. Like, who is this Harry Potter version of Red Skull?
Right?
Who is it? Not Red Skull, Red Hood.
Red Hood, yeah.
Remind me of Red Hood going Tim Drake!
Timicus Dracicus!
You're on the wrong timeline!
The choices you make now will define the legacy of Hogwarts.
Hogwarts Legacy. I hope that's the box art. I want that to be the box art.
Oh, yeah. Like with the dragon in the background, the castle, and like you're holding the wizard.
Holding
the wand.
Holding the wizard.
You're the wizard holding the wand.
Wizard.
That's the thought that I went from.
No, you're holding the wizard. You're holding the wizard. Yeah, that looks phenomenal. Like, I just... Yeah, no, like I said, I've been waiting for that game for 2 years, since it was leaked back in, like, just October of 2018. And literally every time since it was leaked, I was like, okay, cool. Game Awards. Should be here.
Next thing.
Nope, E3. Game Awards again. E3. Guess this game doesn't fucking exist. Like, literally 2 days ago, I was like, game probably got canceled. Like, it's supposed to be coming out next year. It was leaked forever ago. We've heard nothing. Where's this game?
And they delivered. They delivered.
I'm just...
But I mean, yeah. So like, other than those games,
yeah.
Not that we didn't enjoy it. A lot of like the beginning of it was of the PS4 showcase, PS5 showcase.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
A lot of it was just them showing a lot of a lot more gameplay of games that we've already seen, like Spider-Man, like Resident Evil. They showed a little bit of Call of Duty Black Ops, or not Black Ops, Call of Duty Cold War, which not personally interested in, except for zombies, which cool, but they didn't show anything for zombies. They did a new Five Nights at Freddy's video game. That looks pretty cool and futuristic, so I'm kind of excited to see more about that, because always on the lookout for more horror games. Deathloop. Deathloop is the one where like you have to like time it out right. I want to see how much they play with like the timing and events of that game. Because it from that trailer it looks like, okay, cool, if you change one thing up in your routine and this loop, then it'll affect a different event. Which, like, if that can happen and you can get everyone in at one, I wonder if that's like an achievement to get everyone in
one area
and then blow them up.
So I wonder if it's probably going to be like Hitman-esque, because Hitman does that a lot, where it's like, okay, cool, well, there are some missions where it's like, okay, see if you can get them in the same room together and then kill them together. So maybe.
Let's see, anything else? Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Didn't really show us much more than we already know that it was taking place in a village, like kind of cult area. So like, cool. Not personally really into the Resident Evil stuff. I know that you're trying to get me more into it with like Resident Evil 2.
Yeah,
and 3. Like,
but
that's
I mean, even for me, I'm just not with recent stuff. Not really.
Now, I did play Devil May Cry, a couple of those games growing up. Like, I think Devil May Cry 4 and then the remaster recently. Not really interested in that. But, like, okay, so they told us $500 for the standard, $400 for the digital edition. And at launch, they're letting you have all those PS Plus games. If you have PS Plus. Which, in my opinion, makes it almost more of a valuable deal than Xbox, because what is something that we always say about Xbox? That they just don't have the exclusive, right?
They don't have the games.
And the fact that PS5 at launch is just like, you remember all those iconic games that you missed with the PS4 because you got the Xbox? We got you. Here you go. Here's the time. Jump ship, bro. Get on the PS5 if you really want these awesome games that are coming out. Like, sorry, Xbox just seems to be lacking right now.
I mean,
But that's not the shit on it. That's not the whole point of it. Right. The whole point of this is just the fact that we're excited about the PS5.
I mean, like, I want to go over the games that we, like, the 3 that we were really excited about again. Like, again, like, Final Fantasy 16 looks really interesting, and it looks like a really interesting take on the lore that's already there.
The
like
crystals and how they work.
And all that stuff. And then, like, all the different, I wonder if they're going to maybe bring back materia that was, or in a different form, or maybe use the crystals as, like, the, I guess, elemental magic abilities that'll be in this game or something like that. And like I said, I hope that they bring back more Final Fantasy type stuff. I know it's not going to be turn-based anymore, but, like, you know, party members and different party members, swapping out different party members, all of those different things. I'm just interested to see what they do with this to make it more, I guess, unique. And I don't know, set apart from the other ones. A part of it, a part of the uniqueness seems that it's set in medieval times. Right? Usually it's like more magic and modern mixed. At least for the ones that I've experienced. Like 15 was a melding of modern day and magic and fantasy.
Cool.
Whereas 7 is a little more on the fantastical side, but it's like its own timeline, and it still does have like modern-esque elements like cars and TVs and blah blah blah, all that stuff. And those are the 2 main ones that I've played. But that is really interesting that they're changing it up and leaning more on the fantasy side of it, which I think is really cool. Miles Morales.
What can we say about that?
Oh
because
my God.
like it just looks like they took Spider-Man. And then cranked it up to an 11. And slapped Miles Morales on it and gave him his own story. And I'm just so excited to see his character develop, because Miles Morales has been relatively new to me. I know you've read a lot of his comics. You like, that is your baby. So I'm excited to see his personality. I haven't even played him in the DLC for the original Spider-Man game, which is what I have to do. Especially now that this is coming out soon.
Like Miles is actually still technically rather new. I think he's not even 10 years old yet, because think he was introduced in 2011. So the fact that like he is getting so much so quickly right now is really, really exciting to me as a Miles fan, because it's like if you would have talked to me like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, and told me like, hey, you're gonna get a Miles Morales game really, really soon, I would have been like, stop making fun of me. Like that's not funny. Like that's really mean. Why would you do that?
Why would you?
Like you hurt me. Like I'm in uncomfortable ways.
Like I'm not happy.
I'm not fine. No, but no, like I wouldn't have believed you. And the fact that like he's getting his own game and it looks so fucking good. Like it really looks like they're taking the base and the bare bones of what Spider-Man was and just like adding Miles' flair on it and doing such a good job at it. Like I wouldn't have, if somebody asked me in a different question a year ago, like, hey, how do you think they're going to implement Miles' powers into his gameplay? I would have been like, I don't know, maybe have it so it's an upgrade where, you know, his bioelectricity, his venom blast are part of the like finishing combo or whatever. But I don't know. But the fact that like it's a meter and that it seems like you could just put it into any attack that you want to, I would have like, what? And then like he can go invisible whenever the fuck he wants. Like, oh, bitch.
It's really good. God. I'm excited about the new villain.
Yes.
I'm excited about everything.
The fact that the Tinker is going to be the villain, that's really interesting. And Miles is getting his own iconic Spider-Man villain and being able to face off against his own iconic Spider-Man villain without Peter. That's really exciting. That's really cool. Oh, God. It's beautiful. Thank you, Insomniac. Thank you. And now, Harry Potter.
I know that a lot of people are going to have a bad taste in their mouth with everything that's going on when that turf, transphobic piece of trash author who will not be named. However, doesn't mean we can't enjoy the universe. Just ignore the disgustingness.
Yeah, like from
No.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like from the reports that I have heard based off of like the rumor mill with this game and sources connected to sources, whatever. J.K. Rowling has little to nothing to do with this game.
Get out of here with your turf hands!
Like obviously, since she is the creator of the IP, she probably had to like greenlight some things. Like sure, goblins can look like that or whatever, but it's not like she's sitting there like, okay, this is what's going to be the story, this is how, you know, the gameplay will be or whatever. She has like little to nothing to do with this game. So I'm sitting here like, girl, this isn't yours. This is WB Games' and I forget, Avalanche's. There are so many like hard-working developers that have poured their heart and soul on this game for years now. Like, I'm not letting you ruin this for me, you beast.
Beast. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're a beast, bitch.
But like, it's just how much do you know about this game? Like, do you know
Not
really?
a lot.
Okay. So from what I've heard about the game, and what was leaked about it, is that it takes place before Harry Potter, late 1800s. You are a 5th-year student who is transferring into Hogwarts. You get to like choose your house, create your own wizard, create your own relationships in the houses, and like build your own friends and stuff like that. Choose if you want to like go down the light side of magic, the dark side of magic, something in between, and like what factions you want to join and all of that different stuff. It sounds really fucking dope.
I want it. Now. Like, just the fact that I can go in, I can play with some magical creatures, I can make some potions, and I get to learn new spells. And then use those spells in just everything about it, everything that I enjoy about like the wizarding world. That I'm like, okay, now I get to do it. Sweet.
It's fine. It just looks phenomenal, and I can't wait to hear more about that game. It's so exciting. And then I have to mention God of War. God of War.
Oh
Ragnarok.
my God!
That
right
little
at the
tease
end.
at the end, perfect. And the fact that it's coming out next year, I would have never guessed that, like at all.
Do you think you're gonna be playing as Kratos?
Yes, I think you're gonna be playing as Kratos, but I would not be surprised if like they pull a Last of Us and halfway
That's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, all right, you're probably gonna be playing as Kratos for a while.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like not just a couple years after what just happened.
Yeah.
It's gonna be years after it happened.
Yeah.
And now you have this new god
Yeah.
on the rise, Loki.
Yeah.
Because spoilers if you haven't beaten the game, go beat the game.
Yeah.
Now, or at least go watch a playthrough.
Yeah.
But the boys.
Yeah.
Loki.
Yeah.
So.
Like, and I wonder if he's going to age normally, because I really think it's going to be another trilogy. I think the second game is going to be, like, that's what I'm thinking. I think the second game is going to be like Atreus as like a teenager, and you start to see like maybe the cracks in his personality the way you did a little bit in the first one. And he's like fighting Kratos a little bit more and stuff like that. And then like maybe at the end he does kill Kratos the way it's prophesied in like the Giants tapestry. And then the third game is Atreus's story. And maybe like Kratos comes back, or Kratos is haunting him or something like that. Yeah.
Just like Kratos is getting haunted. Ah, that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That'd be really cool.
That would be really, really
That would
cool.
be so dope.
Yeah, this is Sony. Take my money.
Take it.
Just take it.
Take it. Like I'm already gonna pay.
Yeah. And apparently, like, there's a rumor, or not a rumor, like Jeff Keighley said, select retailers are going to start taking pre-orders tomorrow. So, like, take my money. Just take it. Take it all.
Take it, girl.
But yeah, I mean, that's.
I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, because Sony, good on ya.
Just shit on the entire competition, girl. Like, go ahead. I'm so excited. I'm getting this. I'm getting it.
All right, yeah, but thank you guys so much.
For
checking us out, tuning into our thoughts. Sorry we couldn't give you like a live in the moment reaction. But yeah, we were still able to do this, and thank you guys for watching.
But this would be pretty much our reaction,
yeah,
anyways.
Pretty much.
Just giving a few.
Yeah.
Especially with all the straight games.
Yeah.
Call it.
But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.